feeling stuck, lacking motivation, struggling to even get out of bed? Do you ever feel like your laziness is slowly draining the life out of you? I completely understand what you're going through. And let me tell you, you are not alone. Many of us are burnt out, and the numbers back it up. A recent Deloitte study found that 46% of Gen Zs and 38% of millennials feel stressed and exhausted most of the time. These statistics highlight a growing issue among younger generations, the relentless pressure to keep up, which often leaves us feeling overwhelmed and drained. The weight of this stress can make even the simplest tasks feel impossible. And before you know it, laziness starts to creep in, slowly chipping away your energy, goals and dreams. But here's the truth, it's a vicious cycle and it's one that can be broken. Acknowledging these feelings is the first step towards regaining control and finding the motivation to push through. Laziness is a common deficiency in mankind that blocks the establishment of a perfect world in which everyone lives a happy life. William Feather once said it best. And for some of you, recognizing your laziness doesn't change anything. You sit on the couch, scrolling through your phone, allowing laziness to drain away your life, your goals, and your dream. You think there's plenty of time, that you have lots of energy to spare, but every moment that passes is an opportunity lost. So, get out of that shell. Time is the most important resource in the world. It waits for no man. Every time you choose laziness over action, you are taking the easy way out, the path of least resistance. Sure, it might bring you some short-lived pleasure, but that fleeting comfort will eventually turn into pain when you realize you've wasted valuable time. Those short-term pleasures that feel so good in the moment eventually turn into long-term regret when you realize you've missed opportunity to achieve your most cherished goals. What could have been a bright, promising future turns into a life full of regrets and missed opportunities. Laziness is a passive habit and mindset where we just don't seem to care, either mentally or physically. We know there are things we could do, but we don't have the energy or motivation to focus on them. So, we take no action towards our goals and instead choose the easy way out, where the pleasures of the moment outweigh any future rewards we might want. Sir Thomas Baxton put in this way, laziness grows on people. It begins in cobwebs and ends in iron chains. The more one has to do, the more they are able to accomplish. Mind you, laziness and procrastination are often confused, but they are different. Procrastination isn't passive, it's hesitant. It's a defensive mechanism we use to avoid difficulties, failure, criticism, and setbacks. When we procrastinate, we feel guilty because we want to do something but hold ourselves back, leading to misery. Laziness, on the other hand, doesn't come with guilt. It's a carefree behavior where we find comfort in being idle. We avoid strenuous or difficult tasks because we don't want to exhaust our mental energy. We would rather indulge in a momentary pleasure that puts effort into something meaningful. We all fall into laziness from time to time, but for some, it's a regular habit that allows us into a false sense of comfort. It feels good to be lazy, but it's damaging in the long run when we consider the missed opportunities. But why do we fall into laziness? It could be that we are tired and use laziness as an escape to recharge. Rest is necessary, but it's different from laziness. Rest is about recuperating after hard work, while laziness is about not caring and using it as a path to ignorance. If you are not tired, maybe you are uninspired or bored. You might need more mental stimulation, a new challenge, or creative inspiration. Laziness can also kick in when we are overwhelmed, using it as a defensive mechanism. But unlike procrastination, here you simply don't care about the outcome, and laziness seems like a better option. Laziness is a secret ingredient that goes into failure, but it only keeps a secret from the person who fails. Robert Half said, laziness can also stem from hate or fear. but it always involves not caring enough to take action. It's a short-term view of life where we prioritize immediate pleasure over long-term rewards. When laziness takes hold, we stop caring about our goals or life objectives. We often stop caring about the future. We focus on fleeting pleasures instead of putting it into work needed to achieve our goals. Success in any field requires discomfort, self-discipline, and effort. It means doing unpleasant tasks while resisting the urge to be lazy. There will be times when things feel too hard and we lose motivation. But every minute you give into laziness is an opportunity lost, a moment you will never get. No one said achieving your goals will be easy. It's a tough road, but the pleasure of reaching your goals will far outweigh the fleeting comfort of laziness. So, how do we overcome laziness? 1. Find your motivator. The first and most crucial step in overcoming laziness is to identify what truly drives you. Motivation is the fuel that powers our actions, and without it, even the simplest task can seem insurmountable. Understanding what motivates you requires introspection and self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are the things that ignite a spark within you? Is it the desire to climb the career ladder and achieve professional success? Or perhaps it is the pursuit of physical strength and fitness, striving to reach new heights in your personal health and well-being. Your motivators might be deeply personal, rooted in long-term aspirations, or they could be more immediate and tangible goals. They could stem from a sense of responsibility to your family, a passion for a particular hobby, or a vision of the future you want to create for yourself. Identifying these motivators gives you a clear purpose, a reason to push through challenges, and resist the urge to give in to laziness. Once you've pinpointed what motivates you, it's essential to keep that motivation at the forefront of your mind. Consider writing it down and placing it somewhere visible, such as your bathroom mirror, workspace, or as a daily reminder on your phone. When faced with moments of low energy or temptation to procrastinate, revisiting these motivators can reinvigorate your drive and remind you of the bigger picture, the ultimate reward that comes from sustained effort and dedication. By understanding these and harnessing your motivators, you not only combat laziness, but also create a powerful foundation for lasting success and fulfillment. 2. Avoid distractions. Distractions are one of the most significant obstacles to productivity, as they drain your cognitive resources and hinder your ability to focus on what truly matters. In today's world, distractions are more pervasive than ever, with endless notifications, social media, and the constant allure of entertainment competing for our attention. To effectively combat distractions, start by tracking them. Take note of the moment when you find yourself losing focus and identify the specific distractions that are pulling you away from your tasks. Are you frequently checking your phone, scrolling through social media, or getting sidetracked by irrelevant online content? Once you have a clear understanding of what these distractions are, you can take a proactive step to minimize their impact. One of the most common and potent distractions, especially among young people, is social media. While it can be a valuable tool for connection and information, social media is also a significant driver of laziness. The constant stream of content can create a false sense of productivity, leading you to believe that you are engaging with meaningful material, when in reality, you are simply passing the time. To avoid falling into this trap, set a clear boundaries for your social media use. Consider allocating specific times during the day for checking social media and stick to those limits. You might also want to remove social media apps from your phone or use productivity tools that block access to distracting sites during work hours. By minimizing your exposure to distractions, especially social media, you create an environment that fosters focus and productivity. This allows you to channel your energy into the tasks that align with your goals, ultimately helping you overcome laziness and achieve the success you desire. 3. Take breaks. Our brains aren't built to sustain prolonged focus on a single task. Over time, continuous concentration without rest can lead to diminishing returns in both productivity and creativity. Taking a regular break is essential for refreshing your mind, maintaining your energy levels, and avoiding burnout. It's important to recognize that being overly workaholic, trying to cram as much as possible into every moment, can be counterproductive. This approach not only diminishes your effectiveness but can also be detrimental to your overall well-being. Instead of pushing yourself to the limit, embrace the value of strategic pauses. Short breaks throughout the day allow your mind to rest and recharge, improving your focus and efficiency when you turn to your tasks. These breaks can be as simple as stepping away from your desk, taking a walk, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in a brief, unrelated activity that helps clear your mind. Remember, the goal isn't to avoid hard work, but to work smarter. By balancing periods of intense focus with intentional rest, you will maintain your mental and physical health while achieving more in the long run. Breaks are not a sign of laziness or weakness. They are a critical component of sustainable productivity and success. 4. Set reasonable goals. It's essential to be ambitious, but setting goals that are too overwhelming can be counterproductive. When you take on more than you can realistically handle, it's easy to become paralyzed by the sheer magnitude of the task, leading to a sense of helplessness and ultimately laziness. The key to maintaining motivation and productivity is to break your longer goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Start by identifying the ultimate objective you want to achieve and then divide into smaller milestones or steps that are both attainable and time-bound. These smaller tasks should be challenging that you become discouraging. By focusing on completing these tasks, you build momentum and confidence, making it easier to tackle the larger goal over time. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, serves as a stepping stone toward the bigger picture, keeping you motivated and reducing the likelihood of succumbing to laziness. Remember, consistency is key. Setting and achieving reasonable goals creates a positive feedback loop that reinforces your commitment to your aspiration. As you progress, you will find it easier to maintain focus and resist the temptation to procrastinate or give up. Overcoming laziness is not about forcing yourself to work harder or longer hours, but about creating an environment and mindset that fosters motivation, focus, and productivity. By identifying what drives you, minimizing distractions, taking regular breaks, and setting achievable goals, you can break the cycle of laziness and unlock your full potential. Remember, the journey toward your dream is a marathon, not a sprint. And with the right strategies in place, you can reach the finish line stronger and more fulfilled. Your future is too important to be left to laziness. Take action today and watch as your dreams begin to take shape. Thank you very much. Subscribe and like this video for more content.